welcome back to another episode of Cable Chatter. I stand here on the shoulders of giants. Rick Clear, John Schmidt, and Nick Poling came before me, and I'm just here because my grandma said that she doesn't know what's going on around town, and so here I am to try to fill that gap in and make sure the word gets out to lots of folks about all the different things that are going on in town, going on in Randolph County, and there's just a lot of neat things, and I know I'm getting an education through these various episodes, so I hope everybody's enjoying them. We'll get started with some community announcements. On Wednesday, July 21st, there'll be a free movie for seniors at the Town Square Cinema from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. On Friday, July 23rd at Goodrich Park, there'll be a free concert featuring Gene Deere and Gordon Bonham from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. On Saturday, July 24th, the Circle X Ranch is hosting a car show. It'll be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Food will be available, cash only. No food, non-food vendors are welcome. $10 per person, and the first 50 vehicles get dash plaques. Also on the same day, at Artisan Park in Union City, part of the summer concert series will be featuring Prankster from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. On Sunday, July 25th, the Journey Home Golf Outing with a noon registration will be starting at 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. All benefits go to at-risk and homeless veterans to help with programs and services. On Tuesday, July 27th, you're invited to come uptown to a historic event. I know we've had Chad Spence up here to talk about the CSX rail control tower being moved in downtown Union City, and it's finally happening at 8 a.m. So if you have the opportunity, come up and take a look. It's going to be really interesting. On Saturday, July 31st, the Calypso Lemonade 200 will be occurring at Winchester Speedway, part of the ARCA Menard series. Also, Christmas in July. Vendor and Craft Market will be downtown Winchester from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. that same day. On Saturday, July 31st, the annual gala fundraiser for the Arts Association of Randolph County will be from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And Wednesday, August 4th, is the first student day at Union County in Modoc. On Tuesday, August 10th, is the first student day at Randolph Southern, and Wednesday, coming way too soon, August 11th, is the first student day at Randolph Eastern, Randolph Central, and Monroe Central. On Sunday, August 8th, the YMCA Open Golf Tournament and Golf Ball Drop at Winchester Golf Club will start at 12:45 p.m. And on Saturday, August 14th, Hip Sips, the musical festival at Artisan Park, with all proceeds going to Cancer Services Randolph County, will be happening from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. And on Wednesday, August 18th, there'll be another free movie for seniors at the Town Square Cinema in Winchester from 1 to 3 p.m. And I know as we look through this and as it scrolled by for me, I left something pretty important and pretty big out, but that's who I have here today with me. I have the two members of the State Line Heritage Days committee here to talk about Union City State Line Heritage Days and tell us about all the interesting events that will be occurring. I have Jim Dubeansky and Janet Bruggeman, and I'm just going to leave it to you guys. I've always enjoyed State Line Heritage Days from when it was Farmer Merchant Days when I was a kid, and as growing up and getting up there to get the food. That's it's a big reason, but lots of neat events. And I remember my parents always going up to concerts and things like that. It's in the years past I've always been away, but I think I'll be around this year. So what do we have in store?
Well, there's a lot going on this year. Last year was a trying year for everybody. We did proceed and have the festival. It went on. I mean, we had people back out at the last minute, but this year everything's full, and we have a nice lineup of things going on.
So it's a 3-day event, and so what kind of
August 5th, 6th, and 7th. And first thing that we would like to talk about is that we're having our grand raffle, and in the past we've always done a golf cart.
Okay.
And because of COVID and some few other issues, we're not able to secure a golf cart this year. So the raffle is going to be this fire pit and a Blackstone grill and a $150 meat package from Oliver's Meats. And those tickets are $10 a piece, and any committee member has them. Jim Dubeansky's Auto Detailing has them. Joe's Corner Florist has them, and Citizens Bank. Those are your businesses. Any other committee member has them, so you should be able to secure them anywhere, and they'll be available at the during the festival as well.
And I know Oliver's Meats, that's a local Union City butcher, and he's a good friend of the family, and I had the opportunity to get out there and purchase some of the stuff from him, and it's all excellent quality.
Well, we do our very best to try to keep things local when we purchase things. Not always can we do that, and we regret that, but we do our very best to keep it local.
Absolutely.
So this fire pit actually was donated to us for this raffle, so we were excited about that to get it. The whole package is a $2,450 value. So you could win that for $10.
That's pretty cool, and I know I can see a picture of it here, and I know Mr. Williams will make sure that there's the picture that you guys can see it at home or wherever you are. But that is just incredibly unique. Is that like a Jeep and a like a camper or a trailer? And so, how big is this?
I'm going to say, Jim, don't you think it's
about 6 foot?
6 foot,
Yeah, 6
or
foot
maybe
long.
longer?
Yeah.
That is very impressive.
It is on display uptown. If you
Yeah.
want uptown, you can stop by and see it's in the steps window.
Yeah, it's up there in the window, like Jim said, and
Stop by and take a look at it.
Yeah.
And admire it. It's really neat.
yeah.
Very neat.
So we're going to leave that on display up there because it's more visible there than to pass. We used to take the golf cart and pass it around to the banks and to the different businesses, but this is not as easy because it's two separate things. And so we thought if we could get it in a window, it would be great for everybody to drive by and see it.
And I know I would get a chance to look at some of the pictures on Facebook, and I mean, and looking at it right now, that's super unique. I've never seen anything quite like that.
Yeah. So the other thing that's new this year, and Jim can talk about this, is the BMX Bicycle Stunt Show, and he can tell you more about that.
Yeah, we got a BMX bike show coming. They've performed at different places around the world. They've been at Disney World, World's Fair, different places. They're coming to Union City to do a BMX stunt show. They're coming on Friday. I think they were performing at 7 o'clock. They performed, I think it is.
7 to 7:45.
Yeah, and they put on a heck of a stunt show, and it's kind of not very much people can hold. We can see it, but there's they do all kind of BMX shows. They talk to the crowd. They give away shirts. They give away a bicycle. They talk to the crowd about bullying. It's more for the crowd, for the kids, and it's a very educational program that they put on. They've been all over the place, and they do a really neat program. And everywhere they've been, I've talked to some of the shows that they've been at. They've left with a very happy show. Everybody's been happy with the performance. So, and I think that's going to be really neat, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah, no, I think that's an excellent and neat thing to bring to town, and definitely good for the kids.
This show will take place on Pearl Street between Fletcher and Columbia. That's where it'll take place, up just on the other side of the artesian stage.
Okay.
Right in that area there.
All right.
So.
And so I know, in the past, thinking of, the different years and events, what's our kind of locations? Where are we going to be this year?
Well, actually, the Artisan Park is the main stage. That's where all the entertainment, I won't say all the entertainment, but the majority of the entertainment is there. The second area of entertainment is the big tent, and that's there on Pearl Street, between the bank and that empty lot there.
Okay.
We will not be closing the streets down, so you will be able to park and walk into the tent there.
Okay.
And then the third area of the festival is down on the Ohio side at Railroad Park, and that's where the rides and the flea marketers and some more food vendors will be down there. We're having the bragging rights with the mayors and the police chiefs and the fire chiefs. That'll be on State Line there. We did it last year, but they did it in the rain, so we're hoping for better weather this year. But that's always a cool thing, to see. They're supposed to bring back their trophies and then see if they get to keep them or pass them on to the other side. So
that's fun.
That'll be a fun event, and that's our kickoff. We do have our kickoff luncheon, and that's on Wednesday, and that'll be at the Elks Club.
Okay.
So the festival is in the downtown area, but we just have to stretch it out a little bit. The ride company is licensed in Ohio, so we have to keep him in Ohio.
Okay.
But the music on the stage, these brochures are out everywhere. The businesses uptown have them. So if you don't have one, see a committee member or go to one of the stores and they've got them. So we put out 10,000 brochures.
10,000 brochures.
So they came out right the 1st of July, so we were busy getting them out so people would have them over the 4th of July and
Yes.
get them out that way. So other things are, I mean, the kickoff luncheon is at the Elks at 11:30 on Wednesday. Tickets are $10. Bowser's Barn does cater that. And that's where we have the announcement of the Farmer of the Year award.
Okay.
So that's always a good time. We try to keep it right at an hour because some people take their lunch and they can take their lunch and be back to work and not, miss any time. The band on Wednesday or Thursday night is Dyslexic Funk will be on the stage. So they're a cool group and people enjoy them. So.
And I know then the big tent there'll also be the melodrama.
Yes.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's
And the melodrama is at 8 o'clock on Thursday night. That's the first one. If you look in your brochure, there's a map, and Jim can talk about that. The parade route's different than last year, so you want to tell them about that?
Yeah, the parade route is back over where we normally run it. It's on Columbia Street. It's the lineup and the registration is across from Pizza Hut.
okay.
At the vacant lot where the shadows used to be. We line up there, and then that's where all the registration takes place, and then it just goes down Columbia Street to Pearl, and then we turn left on Pearl and go down Oak Street, and then Oak down to the A&W, and then that's where it ends. And then we split off there. Our Grand Marshals for the parade this year is the Rotary Club. The Rotary Club is celebrating their 100 years this year, so we decided to give the Rotary Club some recognition, and so we decided to pick the Rotary Club. So they're going to be our Grand Marshals. Also, the Lions Club, I've got several Lions Clubs coming in this year because they're celebrating the 75 years. So I've got several Lions Clubs coming in also. They're going to be part of the parade. So I've got them coming in. I've got 9 Lions Clubs coming in.
Wow.
And they're going to be part of it too. So, and we got, I did a count real quick before I come up, and I'm at 97 entries right now for the parade.
So how does that? How does 97 compare to years past? That feels like a lot.
Yeah, my entries vary. It just depends on, it really depends, if it's an election year, they jump.
Okay, that makes
If it's
sense.
an election year, they
Sure.
jump high.
Yeah.
If it's not an election year, sometimes it's low. And weather always it varies too.
course.
It just really depends. But I usually vary anywhere from 130 to 140. That's what it varies out to. But we didn't have a parade last year because the weather really knocked us out last year. Also, the road construction hurt us last year because 28 was shut down for us. So that hurt, and then the COVID thing really scared people away. They didn't want to be part around, they didn't want to be close to anybody. So that hurt us. So there's a lot of things that hurt us last year. I think this year people was ready to get out and have fun. So we're at 97 already, and out of the 97, some of them aren't even local. Some of the stuff's out of town's already coming in. So I'm really shocked. I'm getting that many from out of town already in. So I'm looking for a big parade, so that makes me excited to stop getting that much stuff in, and a lot of big stuff, a lot of big equipment's coming in. So that makes me feel good. So I think we're going to have a big parade this year. So I think we'll be ready to go. But whether it's big or small, we're going to run it through and have fun with it. So that's my attitude with it. I make whatever it is, we have fun with it and make it happen.
Well, that's the most important part, and I know that from my very limited involvement, just going up and enjoying it. It's always been a fun thing. It's always been
Long as I see a parade go down the street, and I'm happy. Because if I have to have something go down, or I'll have Jana hunting me down.
Yeah.
Whether it's just a bunch of golf carts.
Jana's in front of the flower shop waiting to see what goes by, and I make sure something's going by there.
Or I'm calling him on the radio, Jim, where's the parade?
Yeah. If I have anything, I got to find people to start going through the walking.
Yeah,
walking by.
Something.
But we always have at least 100 or 130 entries, always. So, and if we always have a real good turnout. I sent out 140 entries this year. Well, Better rephrase that because my wife will watch this. My wife set out 140. I didn't have time this year to do it. She did them for me this year. Her and my granddaughter we sent out that many entries this year. So, and out of that many, we're getting them back. So they're coming in quick, coming in a little every day. So if we get that many back, it's going to be a nice long parade. So and people in the Union City likes a long parade. So the bigger the parade, the bigger people like it. So
that's kind of the big at the end of the festival. Saturday's our last day. We have the grand parade, and then we have our entertainment, and then we have our drawing for all of the raffles. So we have a 50-50 as well, and then we have a whole hog raffle, and then we have the main raffle. So we have 3 different things going on, and it's going to be real easy to find the tickets and information booth, because right where the big tent sits in front of the stage, right beside it is a tent that says information.
Okay.
And there's somebody at that table all the time, and if they can't get you the answer, they're going to call one of us, and we're going to get them that answer.
Yep. Or look for a red shirt. One of us is always running around there. They'll get you the answers. We'll find it for you. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I know that, like I said, I was doing a little research before we got started. I looked at the website, and it's statelineheritage.com. So take a look at the website, check the Facebook page. But I looked at the schedule, and there's a lot. And so I can understand earlier when it took a second to remember when the BMX piece was happening and where, because there's a lot going on. There's a long list for each day, especially Saturday looks big.
On Friday night, we have a new band called Sweet Beats, and they are a Beatles tribute band.
Okay.
And everybody likes the Beatles, and so we're looking for a big crowd then. And then, of course, Spike and the Bulldogs, Spike is no longer with them. Okay. The Bulldogs are always close out on Saturday night, and we get a big crowd for that as well. We have a little bit of a lull there after the parade, give people a chance to get home. They want to change clothes if it's hot or whatever, and then the rides, they shut down during the parade. We try not to have anything going on during the parade. This is the grand parade for everybody in town, so we don't schedule anything going on between 1 and 3. The rides don't even run during that time. We want everybody uptown to enjoy the parade, and that we don't want them to feel like, oh, I'm missing this or I'm missing that. You know, we want them all uptown to see the parade, and we do pretty good with that. I mean, people they're understanding. You know, they might want to grab something to eat and get out of the sun for a while, and and so then things start up then, you know, after the parade. So the cruise in on the Ohio side, that's going to be down at the fire station. That's always been a big event.
Yes, it
is. Is that Saturday as well?
Yes, that is. That is from 5 to 9. And it's in front of the fire department, and you can just drive in and register then. You don't have to pre-register. Something else that's new, DNR Race Car Museum. Were you aware that there was a race car museum in Union City?
I was not.
Yeah, neither were we.
Sham Kaiser.
Okay.
Down on 205 South Division Street on the Ohio side has taken his building, and it has a lot of race car memorabilia in there, and they're going to be open on Friday and Saturday for people to go through. It's free. You can go in, and I would like for everybody to go down and check it out. There's a race car sitting out front, so you can't miss it, and he's between the railroad tracks. So we'd like for everybody to go down there and check that out. It's right here in our own town. So something else new that the Lions Club is doing. Of course, Jim's so busy helping us, he can't help the Lions Club, but they're having their disc golf out at the park on Saturday morning it's 9, right?
9.
And they start registration at 8.
8, yes.
So they're going to try to get that in and be done before the parade starts.
Right.
And
Larry assured me they'll be there for the parade.
Oh yeah, and I know
so.
I've been at some of those conversations, and as a Lion myself, and if anybody can do it, they'll get it done.
Yeah. Well, it's $25 a person to play the game, but that's how your prize money comes back to you. The more they have, the bigger the prize money. So. Jim, this is a first, right?
Yes, first time they've done this. Yes, yes.
So they always did the putt-putt golf up there, but my understanding is Jim must be one of the youngest ones on the Lions Club, and so they're all getting a little bit older, and it's too many hours for them to just sit up there. Yeah. And so they decided they'd try this and utilize the park as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and we got a great resource out there, and the disc
Yes.
golf course is popular, and so I think it'll be.
And a lot of people plays this frisbee golf. It's a popular thing.
Yeah, it is.
So
I know they're working on the covered bridge out there, but they have safeguards out there so nobody bumps into anything. I don't think there's any chance of anything falling
I think
or anything.
Larry's got that all covered out there.
Yeah,
That's his baby, so
Yeah.
he'll watch that good, I'm
Absolutely.
sure.
yeah. Holy Quail is playing at the main tent, which is where the melodrama is, and they're playing from 6 to 7:30 on Friday night. So that's new to. I mean, I'm sorry, I'll retract that.
Yeah,
they played last year on the bricks down by the rides.
Okay.
And not a whole lot of people. Of course, it was raining,
Yeah,
and
the
last
weather
year was
was
the way it
unpredictable.
was. We thought we'd bring them under the tent, and people could get to know who they are.
Sure.
And so they're going to be playing. That's a new group to be there. Last year they played on the bricks, but that's new. The Elks Club's having their chicken and fish fry.
Yep. Till
So-
sold out, yeah.
Yep. And we have a photogenic baby contest and a pampered pet contest. And you come in and you vote with your money, and you bring your picture in. Applications are at the flower shop. And we put the picture up, and then you vote, and the person has the most money is the winner, and then they receive a plaque and gifts and that kind of thing. So there's just a lot of things going on. I mean, I don't think we've let out anybody age-wise.
No,
there's
we've
something
covered
for
everything, I think.
everybody. Food booths, Amy's informed me that she's on target to have the amount of food booths we've had, maybe not last year, but the years before. We're close to 20.
Okay.
So there's a good choice. Railroad Park has food vendors down there as well. And of course, the rides will have their what we call fair food, cotton
Sure.
candy,
Right.
and that kind of
Well,
thing.
you got to have that.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
The kids love it, and they play music, so the kids hang out down there.
Yeah.
Cicchetti Family Amusements is the ones that's doing the ride company. His name's Colton. Him and his wife, we've all became friends with him. He's just not a carny to us.
Right.
He's kind of part of us, and we get along real well, and we work together well, and we all like him a lot.
Yeah, he's
We're
a real
hoping.
nice gentleman.
Yeah, we've signed
Good.
a contract for this year and next year, so hopefully we'll get another contract, from him. It took us a long time to get rides, but
Yeah.
we finally secured it. And
Yeah.
So we don't want to lose them.
Sure. No, that's a. I mean, just hearing stuff in the past, that can be real difficult. And I've not
Yeah.
been in your shoes, and
Yeah.
on the, I'm actually going out to find this sort of thing. But that sounds like it'd be challenging, especially I'm sure last year was its
Yeah.
own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Struggle.
interesting last
Yeah,
year. Yeah, very
So
interesting.
We'd come up to somebody and we'd call everybody together and say, "Well, guess what? Somebody's not going to be here." Okay, so
Yeah.
we just kind of worked through it.
Yep.
We we grabbed somebody. The Big Ginger Band, actually, we grabbed Tim Arnold and said, "Can you sing for an hour on your own without your band?" And sure, he brought his keyboard up and he took over for us. Filled
That's
in.
good.
So. Like I said, we tried the photography shows at the Arts Depot. That's going on every day, so be sure to go down there and check out the arts there. Is there anything I'm forgetting, Jim?
No, I think you're doing pretty good.
Let's see, the melodramas all the nights. Oh, there's another new band, Vintage 3, from 4 to 7 on Saturday at the Artisan Park. That's a 3-man, obviously, Vintage 3, but they're a good group, and so we were able to secure them, so that's new. Sweet Beats is new. Holy Quail, I'm going to say they're new, because
Yeah.
nobody really got to see
Get
them
to see
very
last
well.
year down there, yeah.
Yeah, this was somebody that Jim knew.
Yeah.
So, and he got them to come last year, and they came for free.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So this year
They're from
we
Ball State, and they do a really good job. They're
Yeah,
a
we kinda
four-piece
offered 'em-
band. Yeah.
we kind of offered them a little money this year. They still wanted to be free, but we said, hey,
The gas
So-
prices, I thought we got to give them something for their time.
sure.
Yeah.
They drive up here.
Yeah.
So they're going to play under the tent. And they're pretty
Yeah.
good. So,
Also, 9 o'clock in the morning at Artisan Park on Saturday is the cornhole contest.
Cornhole.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that's going to be going on with the disc golf, but
Yeah.
a lot of people play two
Cornhole,
different things. We want to see a lot of people, same way it's $20 for a 2-man team, and prize money comes back as depending on how many we get. And we had a good turnout last year, and we're hoping for a lot more. There's a couple people that come in the flower shop that plays cornhole. We see them here in town, so I've kind of not let him forget it, that he needs to come up and play. So
There you go.
yeah. So really, if you get one of these brochures, there's a lot of ads from all of the vendors that help put the brochure together. I mean, you really need to get one of these. It's very detailed, and we have our sponsor list of people that we couldn't put this on together.
Without their help, yes.
Like the BMX. The City of Union City is a sponsor.
Frank Miller,
Lumber.
Smith's Auto,
And then Heritage Days
and Heritage
kicked in the
Days.
rest of it.
Yes.
So we were able to get the funds for that.
Yes.
These sponsors on the back page, they help pay for our entertainment. And Frank Miller again helped us with that as well. Community Foundation of Randolph County. They've been wonderful. Randolph County Tourism. They give us a grant, each year.
That's
So
excellent.
a lot of people come forward to help us out, and I don't know, have you ever had anybody say, no, I'm not giving? I mean,
No, everybody's been.
you go to them, they're
everybody's
willing.
been very nice.
Yeah.
Very giving. Yes. Yes. And
how many bicycles are coming, do you know?
I'm not exactly sure. I'm thinking five or six they bring. Yeah. 5 or 6 I think.
But it
is
is
what they bring.
How big of a show? 45 minutes?
45 minutes to an hour. Yeah.
And there's no tickets, so you just kind of show up and
No,
get a chance to see it.
everything we do is free. It's the Heritage Days. Everything is free. Yes.
All but
your meal, or what you want to eat and what you want to eat. Yes.
You're right. Raffles and contests
You're
are
right.
competitions, but
Right.
Yes.
there's tons. I
Yes.
mean, looking at that list and that's a well put together flyer or pamphlet. So I definitely recommend people go out and find one of those. There's a lot in there, and I see lots of some of the names of the sponsors that have always been proud sponsors of State Line Heritage Days and do a really good job. And it's always a nice time to get up there and see
the committee
things.
is very humble for the amount of people who come forward and give us this money, because without these people, we could not put on the festival like that we put on.
Exactly.
It takes money.
Sure.
Obviously, because everything's free. So there's bands to be paid, and other things. The porta-johns, the trash cans, there's things behind the scenes that have to be paid for that we've got to have help with, and we've been very, very fortunate, and we are very appreciative. The one thing is, though, the A&W root beer guzzling contest.
I saw something about that as you were
Yeah.
flipping through a root beer
Yes.
guzzling contest.
Yes, and we got the okay, obviously in June, but they have sold. So I have to go down there and try to find the new owner to make sure that he's going to do this.
Yes.
Okay.
Because he just took over this past week. So we need to make sure before we have a bunch of people show up and then there's no contest.
No, that would be important. But things,
Yes.
things change.
Things
Right.
change.
and
Yeah.
Right.
shift.
I'm sure they'll do it. I mean, but that is one thing that we need to go check out and make
Yeah.
sure.
That would be pretty interesting. So I hope the
We've
the
seen
new
it
owner-
before. We've been down there and they put down some root beer.
Oh, I
Yeah.
bet they do.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch root beer than a hot dog contest.
Oh,
let me tell you.
That sounds
Yeah.
much more entertaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just so much to do over the course of those couple days.
Yeah.
Lots of free entertainment and
Yeah.
lots of great sponsors and lots of neat opportunities.
Yeah.
Great food, great rides. I'm looking forward to getting a chance to get down there.
Blake, I also want to let everybody know that we all provide a plaque. There's a competition in the parade too for different categories in the
Okay.
parade, and then everybody that participates in the parade gets a ribbon. So I mean, for their time coming to the parade, we give them a ribbon. They get something for coming.
That's neat.
Some parades they go to, they just come through and they don't get nothing. We figure we at least give them a ribbon that shows they participated. But we do have a contest for, I don't have the list, but we do have one for the best truck, the best fire truck, best police car. We have a competition for that list, and when that's in our list and our entries,
Do you have one that comes the furthest?
yeah, we have one for the furthest traveled. But we do for farmers, school spirit, most creative, farm equipment, largest truck, best display, best overall, there's largest commercial display. There's just different ones that we do, And then when I go throughout and I pick judges throughout, and usually I find I go to the Heritage, the old hospital there. I can't remember the name of that place. And I pick a couple older ladies over there.
Okay.
And we usually
Your
pick.
grandma might
I know
like that.
at least one of the older ladies out there.
I
you
usually
know.
put them on my golf cart and I say, "You want to go with me? You want to pick one?" Sure. And that's how I pick them, and I take them and let them go pick one.
That's neat.
And they enjoy being known that they got to be part of that. You
And
know,
get out
You get
a
out to
little
go
bit.
do it, and they get so excited about that, and then I take them back. You know, and that's what I usually do. You know,
Yeah,
and
I
I
know
find people in the community that get involved or in that area. You know. And then down at the nursing home, down at the high site across the bowl, now I pick one of those ladies that are able to get out and and have them go and pick one, that's able to do it.
Sure.
I find people in the community that get involved to do it. That's how I pick my judges. So, but just and they enjoy doing it.
Oh, sure. No,
So-
that's fantastic. I
so-
know grandmas always appreciates a chance to get out because it's hard and they don't get the opportunity to terribly often.
Yeah,
So I know
I
that
just
she
pick random
enjoys it.
people to go pick, do the judging. I don't do it. I just let random people do it, and I always try to find some people that shut-ins to get them out to go do it.
That's
Because
neat.
and if they feel that's really neat. Why me? Because I want you to.
Why not you?
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Well, neither do I.
So here we go.
Just pick one for me. So they get excited about it, So, but I just wanted to bring that up. Let everybody know that we do award plaques, and I'm sponsor of the parade. Jim's Auto Detailing, Just Lane's Chocolatiers, and Smith's Auto. We three of us as one puts it together and sponsors the parade. So without them, we wouldn't do this. But everybody enjoys it, and some of them they get really serious about this. I have about 12 semis that really go at it to fight for this bragging rights for this one plaque. Believe me, so they really go at it for the parade. So it's interesting to watch every year. So. But I just want to bring that up, and then
Sure.
I'll give that to you, and maybe have Brian put that on K.I.S.S for me.
Yeah, we can definitely put that up. That's
So,
fantastic.
But it'll be interesting.
Oh, sure. I'm sure it will be. It's just a neat thing, and UNC is not too big, and even though these things are spread out a little bit, it's not a problem to walk from one event to the other, whether it's Arts Depot to Artisan Park to State to the Ohio side, wherever. It's not a huge walk, and heck, you might need a chance to walk off a funnel cake or whatever as you move from point A to point B.
I always brag because I say it's the largest parade in Randolph County. Because there's no other parade in Randolph County as large as ours.
There you
So
go.
I always say State Line Heritage just got it topped. We got the largest parade. So
Well, let's keep it that way.
But
That's right.
Not only does our committee, we're a non-for-profit, so we put back into the community what we bring in, but all these other, like the churches that set up food booths, that money that comes into them, they use for their, whatever they do, mission trips or whatever.
Yes.
So not only does it help us to provide for the community, it helps the community to provide for their things that they do. Like the Lions Club, they give to different charities.
yes.
And so that kind of helps them as a fundraiser.
Certainly.
Churches use their money to send a couple kids to church camp or to a missions trip or something, So we're not the only ones that
Right.
benefit from this. The whole community benefits from it. And that's what we like. We're all about the community. It's a lot of work. I won't say that it's not. And on Saturday night when we're tearing down the tents and we're all sitting on golf carts like, okay, what else is going to be done tonight, But we've got it down to a science, and used to be we'd be out till 2:30 in the morning, but we've been lucky to get out about 11:30,
Yep.
That's not bad.
So it's a group. We consider ourselves a family. We know what we have to do, and we get in there and get it done while we still have that little bit of energy.
Because by Saturday night, that's,
Yeah.
That's right.
a
Yeah.
little bit. Because I know I've seen
Yeah.
the golf carts running around after the melodrama on Saturday
Yeah.
night, and
Picking up chairs and
you guys
taking
look
them
like
back,
you've been doing
and
it.
you got to get the streets back open.
Yeah, everybody's helpful though. The city of Union City, the police department, the fire department, they're so helpful.
Yeah.
So helpful with us. Anything we need, they're there to help us.
And you might find a young man or even a couple girls have helped. You go over to the booth and you buy them a root beer or one of those icy things or whatever, and say, "Hey, I'll buy you an icy if you help move these chairs." They're on it. They're going to get a free icy. So
Yeah.
we always appreciate that
Yep.
too. Now, Mr. Shoemaker has assured us that everything will be cleaned up from this rail tower.
Okay, yeah, because
There's this big hole in the middle of the thing, so we're excited about it. But he's assured me that it's all going to be cleaned up. And we have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
So that'll be a new thing down there.
Sure,
to see.
everybody gets a chance to come down and see,
Yeah.
to see
the new
it.
tower. Yeah.
That's going to be cool.
He said there won't be any piles of dirt. I promise you.
And I'm sure he'll take care of that.
Oh, yeah.
He'll have
Absolutely.
he's pretty good about taking care of things.
Yeah, he helps
So,
us too. So
Yeah, he's a big help, very big help.
yep, the fire departments and
Yes.
the police departments and just everybody in
Everybody's
the community.
just a big help. Yeah. They're a lot of help for me. I know, big
Yeah.
help for me. So.
Yeah.
Well, and I know that, as I've, talked to other folks in the other communities in Randolph County and beyond, and talking to different people, that the community atmosphere here in Union City, that everybody kind of joins together and pulls the weight to build something special for Union City and for the folks that are here, and it is something unique. And so I know that's I'm glad to be part of it in my limited capacity in what I do, and I'm excited for you guys and what you're doing. And I just really encourage people to come down, kind of become part of that, enjoy all the hard work these folks have put into this. And that's the 5th, 6th, and 7th of August. One last big hurrah before school starts shortly thereafter. So any last minute or last little
I would
bits?
just like to thank everybody for being a part of the community and partaking in what we have to offer. We don't ask for a pat on the back. We do it because we love it.
Exactly.
But if we hear somebody said, "Man, I had a blast," that's our pat on the
Yeah.
back. As long as we hear the good vibes that they're having fun and they've really enjoyed it, that's our pat on the back. We don't expect somebody to come up and say, "Good job,
No,
Jim,"
no.
or whatever. People do that, and we appreciate it, but that's not what we're there for. We're here for the community. And we are a team, and we are a family, and we all work together, and we just thank everybody in Union City for what all they do for us, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fantastic.
I just maybe want to recognize our other committee members that couldn't be here tonight. I mean,
Right.
if you want to do that.
Diane Dubeansky, Jim's wife, she helps him with the parade and anything else he might need or we need. His daughter, Amanda Enix, Amy Stump, and that is Jan Ackerman's daughter.
Okay.
Amy Stump. Jason is our go-to electrical person, so he won't wear a red shirt, but we make him part of the committee anyway.
He's our lifesaver.
Yeah.
I've seen him in action.
yeah.
He's our
Greg-
lifesaver.
Greg Hufford is on the committee. Chris and Sandy Hernandez. Chris operates the website,
Okay.
and so he does all of that. Sandy is the secretary, and so we just have a really good group. Dennis Pratt, of course, he's always the jokester in the crowd.
Yeah.
and
Oh, somebody
Yeah.
has to be.
things get out of hand, he just starts singing or,
Yeah.
cracking a joke or
Yeah.
something, and you just want, oh, Dennis, okay.
Yeah.
You just let him go, but
Yeah.
that's our committee, and we all work good together.
That's a good group of folks. Absolutely. Again, August 5th, 6th, and 7th, not 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Come on down to State Line Heritage Days, statelineheritage.com. Tell your friends, share it out on Facebook. There's lots of neat stuff. Get one of the pamphlets. Definitely get downtown and check out the fire pit. I know I am, and all the different raffles and stuff. For $10 you could take that home. So definitely come down, get the word out, invite your friends. I think it's going to be a really good time. And thanks for tuning in tonight, and look forward to seeing you August 5th, 6th, and 7th.